I'm joined here with the CEO of the Olive Tree, Becky Shilley, and today we're going to be talking about the year that the Olive Tree has had. Now, you've had a pretty impressive year with over 13,000 meals served, almost 5,000 hampers delivered, and $928,000 worth of food distributed. That's very impressive. And you know, the Olive Tree has been a part of the Lloydminster community for so long. What do those numbers mean to the Olive Tree and to the people who run it and distribute all the food and the hampers, and you know, the families that it impacts?
Well, I hope it means that we're being successful in addressing food insecurity. The numbers, you know, you can look at them as they're impressive because we're doing really great things, but it's also kind of sad because our support is needed. So we kind of see our numbers at the end of the year both ways. But yeah, I hope that we're making a difference.
And it is a little, like you said, it is a little bittersweet, you know, having those large numbers, but being able to provide those services for families who need it is in itself the sweet part of it, which is nice. So what are some of the highlights from this year, you know, with the events that you may have put on, or you know, the donations that you've received?
I think one of the best things of this year was very few COVID restrictions and changes to our programs. That's been really hard the last few years. For a while we were eating in at our meals, or we were doing pickups or deliveries or whatever it looked like, and so it was really nice to just have kind of some calm and some consistency. The other thing that we're really proud of is we moved our Reclaim store this year into its permanent home and got that all set up. So yeah, it was a nice year of just kind of nothing crazy going on.
And what does it mean to have something like the Reclaim store and the Olive Tree in this community, and for as long as you have been here?
Well, the stores for us are super important because they provide an income for our food bank and soup kitchen programs, and so it's a necessity for us, but it's also a way for us to provide essential items, furniture, clothing, whatever it may be, to people in the community that are in need. And the third part is we're diverting really great items from the landfill, so there's no real downside to having the thrift stores.
Yeah, which is perfect. I've been to the Reclaim store and it is fantastic, all the different items that are there. Now, I read in your gift guide that you've been raising money to pay off your mortgage on the building and to get a new van. How has that been going this year, raising that money?
Pretty good, yeah. You know, the goal is always to be out of debt, so as you know, the economy changes or the need changes, we have more money available for our programs and for our services. And our van, if you've ever seen our vans running around town, they're dearly loved, but well used. And so, yeah, we're hoping to get enough to purchase a new van and also have some set aside for fuel, as those costs are going up too. So, yeah, it's been a really great year.
And what would it mean for the Olive Tree to be able to pay off your mortgage? What would that look like for the community?
Well, I think it just takes the pressure off. You know, food bank numbers are going up across Canada, and so we never want to be in a position where those kinds of costs are more necessary than purchasing food if we need to, or maintaining a van that's running down. So definitely just paying off debt's a high priority for us.
And if people in the community don't know, and they haven't, but they're curious, how can they get involved with the Olive Tree, whether it be donating or volunteering for that matter?
Oh, lots of fun things. Our volunteer programs are super fun. They can check out our website. Our volunteer forms are there, and we accept volunteers pretty much everywhere. Food bank, soup kitchen, both of the thrift stores, and even in all of our programs. So yeah, they can check out the form on our website and give Faye a call, and she'd love to sign them up.
And what are some of the bigger events that you've held this year, or the events that you've held?
Well, we were still a little nervous this year. We didn't want to plan anything huge and then have to cancel it all. But we did an outdoor movie this year. We wanted to do that for a long time, and so that was great. We had our chalk competition. Coming up in the spring is our 10th birthday. So we're hoping to have a whole bunch of really fun activities and events this coming May.
And that leads into my next question. What are some of the plans that you have for the new year?
Yeah, birthday. The Food Banks Alberta conference is coming in May, which is really exciting to be able to bring something like that to our community. They've invited Food Banks Saskatchewan to come as well. So just something unique and a lot of fun, something new for the community.
Which is super exciting, especially, you know, that decade is a super big number for, you know, a lot of organizations. It's fantastic when you're able to make those milestone dates. What does it mean for you guys to be here for a decade?
Yeah, it's surreal actually for me. It feels like we started the Olive Tree yesterday, and it also feels like it's been going on for a really long time. So, you know, when we started the Olive Tree, our only goal was to feed people that were hungry. And so, you know, where we are now isn't something that we planned. It was just see a need and do something about it. And so, yeah, it's really neat to look back. I actually have two big scrapbooks of every picture, newspaper article, and everything for the last 10 years. So we're going to have that out for people to see in May.
That's really exciting. Well, I'm very happy with how your guys' year turned out. It's very exciting with all the numbers that the money that you've raised and the events. The Olive Tree really does make an impact on this community. I think a lot of people who, whether they use your services or they volunteer, I think they see that huge impact that you guys make. And it's a reason why you guys have been around for 10 years, and obviously it will continue for another 10, 20. Hopefully, hopefully it continues like that because of how big of an impact you guys make. So thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah,
I wish you the best of luck for the next year going forward, and hopefully it's just as successful.
Thank you so much.